welcome. Today is Sunday, January 12th, and that means it is day 12 of my 31 Days of Tarot challenge, where I am challenging myself to do a practice reading with a big 15 card spread every day of the month of January. Well, I'm not using the same spread every day the month of January, just a big spread. I started off with the Celtic Cross, and this week is the last day that I will be using this particular 15 card spread. I definitely feel like it's been fun and worth it, and I definitely have some room for growth and to work with the spread a little bit more and just getting comfortable with the layout. Sorry if you can hear my dogs in the background. They are currently going crazy. I feel like I say that every time. Coco. 1 second. Oh. So now they're over here. Okay. It's always something. All right, so I have my little spread layout. I have my guidebook in case I ever get stuck. Hopefully I won't. The last few days I've been using an oracle card, and I do feel like I enjoy that. It kind of adds another layer to the reading, and I'm using it in place of the signifier card just to kind of get an overall energy of the client and of what the reading entails and kind of dig deeper into the situation. And my original Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So let's pick out our question. All right. Anik says, my best friend was staying with me for a few days and had been using my computer. I found out that he forwarded private pics of my girlfriend to himself and has now posted them online as a joke. I don't think it was funny and haven't spoken to him since. How am I going to resolve this with him? I can't avoid him forever. So Anik's friend stole pictures of Anik's girlfriend and has posted them online. And it says private pictures, so I can only assume that, they're not the cleanest, we'll say. There might be some not safe for work things, and now they're online for all the world to see. And, once it's online, it's there forever, as people say. So, this feels like a really big betrayal. And how do friends get through that betrayal? People get through betrayals, but it takes communication. I also wonder how Anik's girlfriend feels about the matter. Like, how is she going to get over this? Apologies on the dogs, you guys. Sunday fun day after all. And Coco is having fun. All right, so let's just get a general sense and feel of the situation. We have the mother. Card number 1. It's very interesting. We got the snake in a nest around some snake eggs. Maybe that's bread. There's a pearl. There's a hand. some reason I couldn't find it. The mother, the great mother, the feminine, the source. We begin our archetypal story with the mother's love. Through her central, fertile, and life-giving energy, all creation takes form. Regardless of our birth story, each of our hearts beat for the first time in the warm wound of the mother, where she offered resources from her body for the building of our own. Yet her tale is not so simple, as the mother, especially on the earthly plane, contains both light and dark aspects of the feminine. With the best of intentions, the mother wraps her loving arms around her creations and begins to grip what she is meant to set free. The mother both nurtures and prohibits growth. She gives, yet she clings. She creates, yet restricts. Amid this complex energy, the mother holds the key to the eternal challenge of love. So when light, this is glowing, generative, creative, nurturing. When dark, it's dim, exhausted, controlling, limiting. So this kind of gives a sense, maybe Anik's friend is someone that he's, really close to, and there's a lot of love there. But maybe this is also, the girlfriend's energy. Like, what does the girlfriend feel about the situation? Getting her energy and her thoughts on the matter are, is probably more important, if not the most important, right? Like, yes, the friend betrayed Anik, but he really betrayed the girlfriend. So Anik wants to know, how can he get past this with his friend? He can't avoid his friend forever. Okay. To that which I say, yes, you can. Or at least, you can tell him, I no longer trust you. The posting of the pictures online is just the most ridiculous thing. I know people do it, but I don't understand it. And it feels, even Anik's friend says it was a joke, but that's not a joke. You have to be deliberate. He deliberately sent himself those pictures and then also posted them online, and they will be there forever. So in our current situation, we have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Eight of Swords. Yes, we do. We have the High Priestess, the Empress, the World, the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Emperor, Strength, King of Swords. Maybe these do need to be reversed. We'll try it today. Okay. Bear with me, guys, because I do not typically read reversals, but today it feels right. All right, so in the current situation, we have the Five of Pentacles, which, two people out in the cold. Anik and his friend are out in the cold, like they're not communicating with each other. We got the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Swords on either side. There was a betrayal here, and it could have been preventable. You know, like Anik's friend did this to himself. He bound himself up. And you know, the eight of swords, you know, is about restrictions and self-inflicted boundaries. And you know, she's kind of on the edge of two different planes, of the land and the sea. And you know, this, it feels like a transition. Over here in the most probable outcome, or option one and then option two, we have the high priestess, you know, which is about esoteric and divine guidance and the unseen. We have the nine of cups reversed, which, you know, this is typically the wish card, but in reverse, it's, you know, maybe the wishes for Anik's wish to reconcile with his friend is either not going to come true, or it's the wrong want in general, like the wish is incorrect. All his cups are spilling out, they're not filling up. We have the King of Swords, which, you know, feels like the king of truth, and you know, someone who's cutting straight to the point and, you know, holds space for the truth of the matter, which, you know, to me is that maybe this friend did not like Anik's relationship with this girl, and his tried to destroy it on purpose, like that this was intentional. You know, over here in the Seven of Swords, he's intentionally taking these swords away from the camp. Over here in option two, or another outcome, we see the Empress and the Page of Cups and the Four of Wands reversed. You know, so maybe he could have an offering, and he could reconcile with his friend, but it feels like it's going to be at the detriment to his relationship with his girlfriend. So does he pick his friend, or does he pick his girlfriend? Down here we have advice, which is, we have the Four of Cups reversed, we have the Emperor, and we have the World. And you know, the Emperor feels somebody who stands strong in their beliefs. They are the King of Kings. They are confident. They're a leader. We have the World, which is about wholeness and completeness, and you know, and happiness, and being able to step through the portal and feel whole. And we have the Four of Cups, which, you know, once again, our cups are just pouring out. We're not filling anything up. You know, Anik is focused on the wrong things. You know, he's focused on getting past this with his friend, he's focused on resolving it with his friend. To me, this is no. He needs to stand strong. And yeah, it hurts to maybe give up a friendship, but this is a big betrayal. And, he needs to focus on the emotions of his girlfriend, stand strong in his belief. Like it is wrong and not one with, the universe of, you know, it was wrong for his friend to steal the pictures and then to post them online is a complete betrayal. So it feels like the advice is to lean in on the connection with his girlfriend and maybe not necessarily like you can have a conversation with the friend and stand in your own power and resolve the situation appropriately. But that doesn't necessarily mean that y'all are still going to be friends. And over here, we have our influences outside of our control to be aware of. We have the 10 of Pentacles, which feels, like community, legacy. There's lots of people. We have strength, which is, standing strong in one's own power, but it's a calm strength. And we have the Page of Swords, which is someone who's kind of, to me, this is someone who's a dreamer and someone, maybe it's someone outside of the situation that has a different perspective, someone who's creative. To me, it feels like, this is making me think of the internet and how those pictures are out there. Those actual pictures are physically out there in the world where all the people can see. And it's going to take his girlfriend strength and, will to be able to kind of weather this storm a little bit. So to me, the message is either way, like there's not really a reconciliation as far as, getting back to being friends with this person. I don't see how he could. I mean, he could, but it doesn't feel like that'll give him what he needs. And, it could be to the detriment. I think the advice is to focus on his girlfriend and how she feels with the situation and what she needs in this situation. So that's the message I'm getting from the cards today. Let me know your thoughts or if you have any other interpretations or feel like there's something else to add or something I missed. Let me know. I'm open to feedback and I definitely would love to hear how you're reading the situation and the advice you would give based on the cards. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you again tomorrow.